Welcome back to Retro ReWire. My name is JJ. We're back for another In the Hunt Satte Saitama Part 3. And in this episode, we're just going to be focusing on the retro display case, which is 3 layers deep, as you can see. And it's full of goodies, some very interesting things, and some stuff that is a little bit more common, but definitely worth taking a look at. And I think what we'll do is we're just going to kind of comb over each layer before we dive into some details. But we will take a couple stops like these. Look at those little Game Gear minis for 3,000, 4,000 respectively. But I think there is some limitations there, which we'll talk about here in a bit. But just kind of making our way, we have a couple of or a few N64 expansion packs at 4,000 yen respectively, next to a few 64 games. And I think this PC Engine GT is going to be like their little grail piece in their retro display case, as are some of these Nintendo handhelds. And then kind of in the middle section here, it's more focused towards Super Famicom and that Mega Man and bass. Not really sure how you say that, but I remember picking that up for like about 100 yen. And now that one seems to be steadily climbing in price. And then I'm not sure what this big box item is, but it is 20,000 yen. So definitely not cheap, and that's next to a few Neo Geo Pocket games, as well as some N64 disc drive games. And then just kind of making our way towards the back there, it's more of the box, the Super Famicom games. We have a Super Bonk there, Goemon 2 for 3,500 next to Super Valis for 3,000 yen. And then we have a couple of Konami games. I believe that's Sexy Parodius and another Goemon game. And then we have this Fate DVD and memory card bundle coming in at, I believe that was 5,000 yen, next to Spy Hunter at 15,000 yen. And that Ace Combat 4 is also kind of expensive. I believe that was 5,000 yen, and it's just like the greatest hits. And then here we have SimCity 64 for the disc drive, which we'll have a closer look at that. But making our way here, we have more of the loose handheld carts and a few other interesting little things that we'll focus on as we make our second run. And then we have these Dreamcast and Sega Saturn controllers next to some what must be kind of rare music releases. And here we have Punch Out there in the corner for 2,000 yen. Definitely feel free to pause here as we're just gonna have a quick run through, but we have Adventure Island 4 for 15,000 yen, and then a few Mega Man games there. Now the ones with the Netmall sticker are available on their website, but I believe shipping is restricted within Japan, but there are ways to get around that. And then we have a pair of Game Gear minis there. Now those are limited to about 4 games, as I understand it, and then Ninja Gaiden 3 for the Famicom with the it is saying that the box is damaged and that it includes no manual, which is why it's probably slightly reduced. And then we have another Game Gear game, part 2 of something for 3,500. Interesting cover that. And then we saw the little RAM expansions there, and then Darius Gaiden there for 5,000 yen for the PlayStation. This is, from my understanding, an inferior version to the Sega Saturn port, but this is probably a little bit more less common than the Saturn one, which is probably why it's more expensive. And then we have the game that would become Super Mario Bros. 2 in the States for 4,000 yen. That's for the disc system. And then I'm not sure how to pronounce this correctly, but Xanix for 15,000 yen by Compile. I hear a lot of great things about that, but I'm not too familiar with the game. And then we have the Raiden Project, which includes part 1 and 2 for 2,000. And then we have Raiden DX, which is kind of like an improvement over the original Raiden for 5,000. I hear a lot of great things about that one. Definitely would like to pick that up at some point. And then we have this oddity. I'm not sure what it is. 5,000 yen by Teichiku Records. I wonder if it's like a music fishing game. Could be good. I don't know. And then we have this mobile Game Boy adapter for 10,000 yen. And then they were nice enough to actually let me film the PC Engine GT outside its case. And it's pretty much saying that the speaker volume is low and that a few of the buttons have trouble functioning. But 60,000 yen before tax. Not cheap, that. And I'm pretty sure the issues that it has are easily repairable. But at that price, I don't know if it's if it's a good investment. But again, I don't know if I would treat it as an investment, as it's more about the just playing the games. But I think with the issues that it has, that could be easily repairable. It's probably just some gunk that's messing up the buttons, but definitely cool to see this little handheld here. And then next to that, we have like this pearl looking Game Boy Advance clamshell case. And I'm not sure if those scratches are on purpose or what the deal with that is, but definitely a cool color scheme with that pearl and red. And then I love the color of this Game Boy Advance. And I do like the AGB 001 model over the clamshell one. And then these Game Boy Micros for 15 and 13,000 yen respectively. And I remember seeing these things on clearance at Walmart way back in the day. I should have picked one up then. Definitely. And then here we go again, the PC Engine GT. Can't get enough of that thing. And then here we have Castlevania 3. Now this one has like the FM sound chip, so better quality sounding music than the US equivalent. Just a loose cart there for 3,000 yen. And then Super Metroid. Now that one does have full-on English, as well as like the North American copy having Japanese on it. And then a few Rockman games there, and just a few other Super Famicom games like this Soul Blader, or Blazer as it was known in the, North America, and Bart's Nightmare. I remember liking this game back in the day, although those early Acclaim games were never really they weren't that good. But then we have this oddity, this memory card that seems to have Super Mario on there. Now I wonder what the deal with that is. I wonder if it has like the full ROM or what's going on. Haven't seen that thing before. And then of course those Goemon games. And then here, freaking Neo Geo Pocket Color and Pocket games in the clamshell. A few of these are like best collection at like this SNK Gal Spider for 35,000 yen. That's not cheap, but I believe it's a bit more expensive on eBay. I used to have a Neo Geo Pocket way back in the day that I picked up at a mall in Idaho when I was on vacation. Freaking got that thing on a discount, and it had a Sonic bundled in there. I sold it many years ago, but definitely cool to have at the time. And then we're just going to keep making our way up above there. We have Dynamite Slugger. Not sure what the middle game there is, but yeah, I have no clue what that could be, but it's coming in at 4,000 yen. Next to Garo. I believe that's Garo. For 10,000 yen there. Definitely cool to see those games. And then we have Gunspike, or Cannon Spike as it's known in North America, for 12,000 yen. Now, this game has been going up in value in Japan. It's always been expensive in the States, but this one was hovering around 6,000, 8,000 yen, but definitely doubled in price. And then we have Dai Makaimura with its freaking awesome cover for 3,000 yen. And then we have this Soul Striker for 2,000. Not really familiar with that one, but could be a good shooter on the old Game Boy. And then we have a few more Game Boy games for the Advance and the Color. And then here we have Metroid. I actually haven't played the original Metroid, and I think when I do play it eventually, it'll be on the 3DS. I want to play that remake. I do love the 3D effects. But cool to see this one. And it's kind of, it's definitely not cheap. And then we'll just make our way here. We have some Pocket Monsters for 3,000 yen. I'm not sure what this Sega My Card game is, but 1984, 4,000 yen. My goodness, that's freaking old school. Next to Dracula X Rondo of Blood for 16,000 yen before tax. And then a few other games. The one on the right, Gunpei EX for the WonderSwan Color. Not sure what that is. But I do like the cover to this rally game for the PC Engine for 1,500 yen, so that's not too bad. And then we have the Millennium 2000 Dreamcast controller for 2,000 yen next to the Saturn 3D pad. And then this Tecmo something part 2, 15,000 yen. That's definitely not cheap. Kind of bounced back up to the top. But we have this SimCity 64 for 20,000, and then another game in the back which I'm not too familiar with. But guys, very interesting, this store. Lots of good stuff, 3 parts, so if you haven't seen the other 2, definitely feel free to check those out. And of course, we're gonna have more in the hunt episodes coming, lots of good stuff. So definitely keep a lookout for that. So my name is JJ. Thank you for watching Retro Rewire, and I hope to see you soon. Ciao.